Well, I think it's about time we had a catch-up, don't you? Hello everybody, it's me, Elliott from ETJ English. Yes, I know you're excited to see me, hopefully. It's been a while, I've been moving house. My partner and I, we just bought our first house and finally we're here. And before I start speaking anymore, I guess I should just let you guys know that this is going to be a listening practice video today. So you have the pleasure of sitting down, relaxing. It's good for your listening practice for in the future, maybe when you're talking to native speakers. I'm also going to pause anytime I maybe say some kind of confusing expression for you to be able to understand and hopefully learn these expressions. So yes, things have been a little bit hectic. I suppose I better explain what hectic means. Another phrase we could use is full on. So hectic and full on. They're used in similar situations. Now, if things have been quite hectic recently, that usually means things have been quite crazy, out of the ordinary, not very normal and maybe quite intense. Maybe a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. And of course, you can imagine that's something that's been happening while I've been moving into a new house, moving out of one place and moving in to another. So yes, things have been quite hectic. And as I said, we could also say things have been full on. Full on. Remember to connect your speech here. Full on. You can join the L to the O. Full on. Makes it sound better and it will make you sound more natural with your pronunciation. So again, when things have been full on, usually it's like, imagine you have a car and you push your foot down on the accelerator and you see the rev go from here to here. It's just vroom, straight up to full speed. That's what full on means. Things can be, again, quite intense and kind of going at full speed or full capacity. And usually it's expressed in a stressful situation. Things have been quite full on or hectic, as I said. So yes, things have been quite hectic, quite full on. We've had to move all of our stuff out of one house and then move it into another house. I've had to build loads of flat pack furniture. When you get furniture delivered and it usually comes unassembled, so not built. You have to put together furniture. So if you're putting together furniture, that simply means that you are placing all of the pieces, the unassembled parts, together. Okay? So you can put something together. But let's say in a few years I want to replace the furniture that I've put together, that I've built. I would then take it apart. So to take apart something is to do the opposite of putting it together. So yes, I've been putting together lots of furniture and the place is slowly coming together. Another phrasal verb, coming together. For things to come together, obviously you can use this in many situations, but in this context, imagine you have a painting without any colour and you feel like something is missing. And then you start to add colours which are in your mind that you think will work, and slowly it starts to come together. It's almost like it starts to appear how you want it to appear. Things start to kind of work. And that's happening here. Things are starting to come together and the house is becoming more ours, rather than an empty building. I remember on the first night when we got here, I was so tired. The goal was, on the first day when we moved into this house, the first thing we must do was to build the bed, put together the bed, right? So this took a lot of effort and I was doing it until about 12 o'clock, midnight. Beds are really complicated to build, to put together. But the reason why was because I needed something to sleep in, We needed a bed to sleep in. We did not want to sleep on the floor on our first night here. Luckily, I managed to build the bed and I remember that first night we were both out like a light. Let's talk about this expression, out like a light. To be out like a light simply means to fall asleep, like, boom, asleep, fast. And, I think I'm still tired about 3 weeks later from moving, from the moving process. It's been really, really tiring, but I'm so happy here. We've been saving up money. I've talked about this before. To save up money means to build money in your bank account, maybe stop spending on some things so you can build your savings. We've been saving up money for years now, and finally it's paid off. For something to pay off means that maybe the hard work you've been doing is now rewarding you. And it has. We're in our dream house. We're so happy. Kiki is happy. Kiki is our cat, by the way, for those of you who don't know. But in the beginning, it was very difficult, of course, for Kiki to adjust. I remember on the first kind of week, we had to create a safe haven for her. A safe haven is basically a place where someone can feel very, very safe. They have all of their comforts around them. So of course we had to do that for Kiki. We closed her in a very small, the smallest room in the house to make sure that she felt secure and protected. Surrounded her in this room with loads of blankets from our old house and pillows, cushions, and smells of us. So while we were building and putting bits of the house together, the furniture, she could feel safe and comfortable around the loud noises. And eventually, you know, she started to get a bit braver. She plucked up some courage. To pluck up courage means to build enough courage, enough bravery. So she plucked up the courage to leave the room. So yeah, it did take a while to settle in. Settle in means to kind of get used to everything. If you don't know what get used to means, basically to become comfortable and for things to start to feel normal. So to settle into a new place, a new house, means to kind of start to feel like it's normal, to start to feel comfortable. So, you know, I'm settling in right now to my new house still. You know, it's still quite new for me. But don't confuse that with settle down, okay? So to settle down is a little bit different. You could say that I am also settling down. So I'm settling into my new house. I'm starting to get used to everything and getting comfortable with the things around me. But also I'm on a process of settling down with my partner. Settling down means to kind of slow down and relax in life. To stop going full speed, you know, maybe going to parties, drinking, having fun, doing things that young people do. And now we're kind of settling down. We've bought a house, you know, we both work, we have a cat, we're getting a dog. So to settle down is to kind of start to live a more normal life, I guess. So hopefully, I mean, I could talk for ages, but usually I do that in my podcast. So maybe we'll save some more conversation about this in a future episode of the podcast, which I hope to do soon. I have lots of videos planned, some amazing lessons for you, of course, about British pronunciation, British expressions. Be ready for videos every Friday. And of course, if you want to work with me directly, become my student and improve your pronunciation with me, you can join my course at etjenglish.com. The link's in the description of this video. And yeah, very excited to meet those of you who would like to work on your accent with me. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications bell if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up, you know, all of that stuff that everybody says. And I will see you next Friday. Cheers, guys. Bye.